Hello. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. My name is Dominique, and this is actually my first live show on Verishop, which is super, super exciting. So today, the goal is to do a nice, natural, glowy base makeup with some really natural looking faux freckles, which I think are super trendy at the moment. And we're also going to play a little bit with cream blush. Now, one of the products I picked out to talk to you guys about today, it hasn't made it to me in the mail just yet, which is a little frustrating. So I have something different that I'm going to talk to you guys about instead. So let's get started. I obviously have my eye makeup done already and my brows as well too. So let's jump in and start with the base. Now, the product that I'm going to be talking about at the moment is the Pure 4-in-1 Tinted Moisturizer, but it has an SPF of 20. However, I do like to wear a little bit more SPF than just 20. So the first product that we're actually going to apply is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. So there are a couple products that, this is my first time on Verishop, so I'm still getting used to how to set everything up. A couple products that aren't going to show up on your screen, but I will show you guys how you can find them on my page. So let's do that now. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see my screen, and if you just go to my profile and you head over to my collection, that's going to be right here under Full Face Favorites. And right now we're talking about this Unseen sunscreen, and then we're also going to use that blush a little bit later. Okay, cool. So let's get started. I love this Supergoop Unseen sunscreen. Really, really awesome. It is vegan and cruelty-free. It also has frankincense in it. I've got a little bit of notes on the side here, and I didn't know this, but apparently frankincense helps the skin be resilient and also provides a soothing effect to the skin, which is pretty cool. So let's get started by applying this. I don't have any makeup like on my face at the moment. I was very much blessed with a good skin week after some terrible acne in the last couple of years. So let's just apply this to our hand. And this is a great sunscreen because it is SPF 40, but it also provides a really, really awesome priming feeling and effect to the skin. I do have a little bit of concealer on. That's kind of probably the most of it. So let's put on some of that. This is probably my favorite sunscreen of all time. It does leave you with like a velvety finish, and it doesn't have a scent to it, which is really nice. So that was the Supergoop Unseen sunscreen. Okay, now to like the most important thing that we were trying to talk about. This is the Pure 4-in-1 Tinted Moisturizer. Let me pull up all my info about this here. So it does have, let's see, I think I saw 14 shades, 14 different shades. Not bad for a tinted moisturizer, which I think is pretty good. And this, they call it a 4-in-1 product because it's supposed to be a moisturizer, a primer, a foundation, and an SPF. These are a lot of claims. I've actually tried this before. I do really, really like this product. So let's go ahead and apply that to our face. I'm actually going to put it on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to blend it out with a brush because I find that that's the best way for me to kind of get a nice natural finish. So let's apply to the back of our hand. I'm going to put kind of a lot on there. And this is a little bit lighter than my skin tone, but I'm okay with that. So let's put that on. And I love this moisturizer because I can wear it as makeup. It doesn't really have a scent to it, which is nice, but it gives me like a nice, you can already see some of the glow coming through right here. And I don't know if you guys noticed, this product is typically $35. You do get a discount when you shop the products that I talk about on my show. So as of right now, if you were to buy this during the show, it's only $29.75. So you get a little bit of a savings there. Oh, you can already kind of see the glow coming up. I'm all about that glowy, glowy, glowy finish. I have a bit of redness here, and this should actually cover that up pretty well, even though this is a light coverage product. This is formulated without fragrance. Hi, Beauty. Thank you so much for joining my show. I have to go check on your profile and see when you schedule one so I can join yours. So this product has no fragrance. It is also gluten-free, which is great if you need gluten-free products. My best friend growing up was celiac, so I always like kind of keep an eye out for stuff that's gluten-free for her. Even though we're like not as close these days. Yeah, vegan, cruelty-free this product is, which is great. I think most of the items in the Pure Cosmetics line are. It's also hypoallergenic, and they consider this to be a skincare infused tinted moisturizer. It has, let me see, here's a highlight. Sodium hyaluronate, which helps to firm, hydrate, and retain skin moisture. And I am building this up. Like, I'm spending quite a bit of time, even though this is a light coverage product, to try to build this up a little bit and get like a nice, like maybe like a medium, a light to medium coverage. But what I really want like is that dewy glow. And you can see it getting rid of my redness as we apply it here. Let's do a little bit more. What are you guys doing this weekend? Doing anything fun? I know it's Sunday. Did you enjoy like your extra hour of sleep? I know I did. Okay, so we're still going in with this here. Oh, that's annoying. My app is being weird. I can only hear you. That's okay. Don't even worry about it. I'm just going to keep going. Okay, so we're almost done applying this. Got a nice like dewy look going on here. Hopefully my camera is working right now. Fingers crossed, hopefully. Because I can see myself. Okay, just got a nice like dewy finish going on here. You can see some of the glow on my skin. I'm with you. Technology is driving me crazy right now. Okay. Cool. Nice. You can see some of the glow over here. Okay. So let's move on to the blush that I wanted to talk about, which is by EVO Cosmetics. And the shade that I have here is, they actually sent this to me this week. The shade's called Where You Can. And this product is also vegan and cruelty-free. It's like a nice little blush stick here. And like I said, if you're watching this later, you can find this in my collections on my page. And I think I'm just gonna apply this to the brush, because lately when I've been applying cream blushes to my face directly, I feel like I get like way too much product. So I'm gonna apply this right to the brush that I want to use. And I'm gonna just put it on my face. I love this color. It's like a nice like rosy color. It's a very pigmented, so we'll probably go back in to go over this to kind of calm it down. I'm kind of like a blush fiend. I love to wear like a lot of blush. Sometimes my husband's like, you look crazy, and I'm like, cool. I know that I'm like doing awesome then if you think I look crazy. Okay. So EVO says that this product has a bunch of fatty acids in it, like omega-3, 6, and 9, which helps to nourish and protect the skin. They also have like 4 different shades. This one they describe as a vibrant rose, which I would definitely agree with. And again, this is another like really nice glowy product, very hydrating. Adds a lot of glow to the face. And I just feel like pulls together the whole look. Now, a tip, I always love to go over my cream blush with the same brush when I'm done that I use to put on my foundation, because I feel like it helps like sink it into the skin. And then you can always go back in and maybe apply more if you want to. Okay. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And like I said, you can find this on my page. I'm going to flip around the show again so you guys can see my screen. So if you go to my profile, if you hit this little option here with the little heart, click it right here, it's going to show you my full face favorites. And you can see the sunscreen here that I recommended, and this is the color stick that I'm using right now. You can also use it on your lips. Okay, awesome. So we've got our blush on, looking nice and glowy. I'm actually not going to use any powder at all today. But let's move on to like the main event, and we'll come back to lips and use the same blush stick on the lips later. And this is like, I'm obsessed with this, you guys. Pseudo Labs. I've been using their freckles for, I would say maybe like between 6 and 8 months now. Actually, I might have bought this before, about 8 months ago. So the Pseudo Labs Freckles Kit, so adorable. They have 3 different shades. I have shade 3. I haven't been able to get my hands on shade 2. And so this is a little, it like kind of matches my natural freckles. It's a little bit darker. $32.30. If you've ever used the Freckles Kit from Freck, you'll know it's like, it's literally like this big. It's so small. It's not even funny. So when I got this, I was so pleasantly surprised that the price really matches the size of the product. Give her a little shake. I'm gonna have enough freckles until the day that I die, y'all. Like, this is awesome. So basically, there are a couple different ways that you can apply this. So we're gonna talk about that. But just to start off with, these are water-resistant faux freckles. I'm gonna pull up some information. They are vegan, hypoallergenic, gluten-free, cruelty-free, and like I mentioned, water resistant. And they do have 3 shades. This is 4.3 milliliter fill. So much more than you typically get when you're using like Freck, another product that I find tends to pull red, and they only have 1 shade. So I like that this one is a lot more inclusive. It also comes with this like little stick, and you're like, what the heck is that for? Well, Pseudo Labs has a very specific way that they recommend applying their freckles. Now let's give this an open up here. And I'm going to pull it out and try not to get it everywhere. You'll see you've got this applicator right here. It kind of looks like a big fat eyebrow product. But what you're supposed to do with this applicator is you're then supposed to take the little freckles applicator stick here, and you use this to like pull it down along the spine, the little spirally piece here, and it basically puts the freckles on your face. It looks a lot more natural. I think that's a really cool way to do it. However, I wear contacts, and because this is a water resistant product, it doesn't remove if I like put it on my contacts, like on accident. You know what I mean? So if I were to take the applicator here and use the stick to like, basically you use this to like cause like friction here, it creates a really beautiful, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You can't see. I haven't applied them yet. It creates like a really cool natural finish, but then they get on my contacts and they they mess up my contacts, so I can't see what I'm supposed to be doing because I have freckles on my dang contacts. So personally, I don't love to use the applicator that comes with it. So in order to make them look as natural as possible today, we're just going to use a teeny tiny eyebrow brush. And you need like so little of this product, it's not even funny. I'm going to get really close up and personal to the screen here, and I'm just going to take this little brush and I'm going to tap it on here and get a little bit of product on the brush. I like to start on the side of my face because I have some freckles. So let's see if I can do this in the camera. Okay, I'm just going to tap and dot very lightly. And you want to like try and do different sizes, different darknesses. Put them different distances away from each other so that they look realistic. Now, some of these are really dark, so I'm going to use the stamping method, which is where you put your finger over it, and then you can apply that freckle somewhere else on your face to try and like kind of make them look a little bit more realistic. So you can see them very lightly here. That's really the goal. You want your freckles to look like, sorry, I just kicked my camera. You want your freckles to look like you were born with them, and any makeup that you're wearing is over them. So you don't want them to look like you applied freckles over your makeup. I mean, unless that's like the look you're going for, but not the look I'm going for today. The whole process does take a couple minutes, and it's definitely like trial and error, especially on the nose. So let's keep going. Ooh, see, that one was way too dark. I'm going to give it a second and apply a couple more over here. And I'm gonna like put my finger over that one, and I'm gonna like just like dot it back over on this side. You can also just like wipe it off too if you feel like it doesn't like match properly. There we go. Okay, so now we're starting to see some like more realistic looking freckles over here. Okay, let's move on to the other side of your cheek. Okay. Very light hand here. Okay, this looks crazy right now, but again, we're going to use that stamping method to kind of dull these down a little bit. Let's keep going, and soon we're going to get to the nose, which I personally think is like the hardest part. Oh, I made a mistake. Okay, so if you ever make a mistake, you can literally just like, if you tap it enough, it'll just go away. See? There you go. All gone. Okay, let's go back in. Looks crazy. I don't want to look like Pippi Longstocking. So you just tap it into the skin, and it becomes so much more natural. Now the nose. Okay, so when I see people with freckles, there are a couple different ways you can kind of map them out. Sometimes it's really cute just to have a couple freckles on your nose. Maybe you want them like smattered across your face. A big tip that I have for applying freckles is that to put them up on your skin around your eyebrow and around your eyes, because I think that looks really natural. It's pretty rare that you're going to see someone who has freckles who only has them in one tiny spot in their face. So if you want them to look natural, you've got to kind of space them out. So when I'm doing my nose, I like to start up between my eyes. Try not to have any of them go like dead center, because it might just not look too realistic. Okay, let's go ahead and just tap those out. And, you know, practice really does make perfect with this stuff. If you feel like you messed up and it, like, doesn't look good, you can always just go back over it with your foundation brush and just do, like, a little tap over it and either erase them or just make them a little bit less visible. Okay. The nose is so hard. I like to apply to one side and then the other side and then, like, tap them all over the place. So let's do that. It's kind of hard to do this in a camera. So I didn't apply any like directly on the front of my nose because I'm going to use the stamping dot technique to make these look a little bit more realistic. Okay. And like I said, these are water resistant. I do find that these freckles last all day, even if it's like a hot Texas summer and I'm sweating. Okay, most of that's done. Let's go ahead. I'm going to add a couple more here in this area because I feel like it doesn't look really, like they're almost too far spaced out. I know a lot of girls who got made fun of for having freckles in school, so it's kind of funny that it's a trend now, but I love this trend. You could probably do your whole face, like, honestly, it would look so cute. And again, this is $32.30. I highly recommend this over the Freckles, because A, this product is more inclusive, and you get more of it. Like, it just works a lot better. Olive says, any makeup that can withstand Texas weather is 100, honestly. Sometimes I try to just, like, not go outside in the summer because it's so freaking hot. Okay, let's add a couple more. Cool. Awesome. Okay, I think that's, like, good. I mean, It's not too bad. Maybe we'll add a couple more on my nose just to like make it look really like smattered and freckles, which are so, I don't know. I just think they're like so cute. Okay, some of these are way too big and I'm gonna have to go in and mess with them. But that's okay. I think the whole goal of like what I'm trying to show y'all today is that these are like, you can really customize whatever the look you're going for is. And if you make a mistake, you just wipe it off. You start over, you just tap it a couple times and it'll pretty much be gone. There's a big one I added right there. It's pretty much gone now. So cute. Okay, and then the final step I'm going to take is to just kind of tap over all these freckles with my foundation brush. I'm not going to put any more of that tinted moisturizer on the brush, but I feel like it really just helps it like melt right into the skin. Okay, love it. I also love the little pouch that the freckles kit comes in because it just like keeps everything nice and together. It's like a little leather pouch here. Super, super, super cute. Okay, I think we've gone through all the products I had listed. Okay, and then like to finalize this look, I'm gonna finish with the same Evia Beauty Velvet Color Stick that I used for my cheeks, and I'm gonna put a little bit of that on my lips. Okay, that was like so easy. Oh, gorgeous, and it's kind of like a colored lip balm. Cute, very, very cute. It's like a nice vibrant rose color. Okay, thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it, especially while I'm like getting the hang of this. I will have another live stream up probably mid next week. And I have an amazing curling iron from T3 on the way. So we are going to do a little bit of a tutorial on how to get some like cute wavy curls and how to make them last all day. Cool. Well, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you have a great day. Hope you enjoyed my little tutorial. And I would love to see your freckle look. So feel free to follow me on Instagram, follow me here on Verishop, and join more of my lives in the future. Have a great weekend, guys. Mwah!